Let's discuss one of the most underrated equipments I think every event photographer or any photographer, as a matter of fact, should have in their backpack, as well as the best settings you can use to get amazing photos with just a single click. Hello everyone, and welcome back to today's video where I'll be sharing with you one of the most underrated equipments that's not talked about enough. And that is a Speedlight, and in specific, my current favorite one, which I recently purchased, the V1 Godox Speedlight. As you may know, I used to be a photographer, videographer, as well as a business owner. So when I visit events or our clients' venues at night, usually their ambience is quite dark, and back when I initially started taking photos during nighttime, I was struggling big time with capturing clear, low ISO, low noise photos with the customers being well lit. So I started to search for the solution, and I found out about Speedlights a couple of years ago. These easy to use Speedlights have made such a huge difference, as you can see with some of the sample photos I'll be showing on the screen here, as if the customers are in a studio-ish setup with professional studio strobes. But if you know what settings to use and what orientation or angulation to set your Speedlight at while connected to your camera, you're good to go. So let's dive into the settings first. As per my experience, since we're run and gun and we need to capture the photos rather fast, I set the flash to TTL mode, or ETTL, as some of the Speedlights have. The reason being is that we're in scenarios or situations where we're capturing photos of customers at the event, so we need to be fast, clinical, tactical, and have low rates of repeats, because I believe taking repeated photos of a person who is a customer at the event or venue can be a little bit annoying. So TTL mode allows the Speedlight and camera to basically get in sync and kind of speak to each other and receive information of the surrounding lighting situation from the camera, and then provide you with a burst of light that is suitable for the situation you're in. The only setting that I really play with on the Speedlight is the stops of light. I usually take a test shot at the beginning of the event and set my stops accordingly, usually either at 0 or +3. +3 is used in places where it's super dark and filled with a lot of shadows, and 0 is my usual go-to. Other than that, I literally don't play around with the Speedlight at all throughout the whole event. Next up is the camera settings. So I shoot on my Sony A7 IV, or my photographer shoots on a Sony A7 III. The settings we use here is manual mode with shutter speed set at 1/125, aperture or f-stop set at 2.8, and ISO set at 1600 with RAW format. So with these settings, although you're sitting at 1600 ISO and you might think you'll have grainy or noisy looking photos, majority of cameras, especially the A7 IV and A7 III, have a beautiful sensor capable of providing low noise, clear photos and videos. So I'm not too concerned with noise introduced into the footage. Additionally, since we're shooting RAW, we can use the Denoise AI feature on Lightroom to automatically denoise the photo in a matter of few seconds. With that being said, this brings us to the end of today's video about the V1 Godox Speedlight and the best settings to shoot at. If you have any questions, drop them down below, and don't forget to smash the like button. See you guys in the next one.